everybody! I'm Fiera Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today, we're playing Animal Crossing as usual. Petrie's having herself a think, so we're gonna go see what that's about. Better not be about leaving my island, because you are never leaving, sweetie. Anyways, welcome in, everybody! Oh, you can't hear the game. One moment. Eh. Is your PFP the prototype again? Wait, no, not again. You just did that. Never mind. Listen, don't listen to me. I'm weird. Today, it was sunny and 14 degrees outside. It is March. It is not supposed to be like that. I didn't like it. Ooh, till I drew him. Oh, nice. I just can't stop saying smart. Okay, good. Yes, I got you. Okay, thank goodness. I thought she was trying to leave for a second, and I was like, no, you cannot. Your chic essence. I almost was going to get her to say chick. But that's not what we'll get her to say. She is a mouse. She should not say squeak. Pika pika! No. We're not going to make her say pika. It's me! Zoinks! Zoinks, Scoob! Done. Sold. She'll change it again someday. I like it. Zoinks! Anyway, I've been playing already a little today, and Lily came over to my house, and I was very excited about that. I've cleaned up my beach once of stars. I have to do a Captain Island, because I keep forgetting to do Captain Islands. It's gotta happen. Just has to. Glad. Colton. Colton is not Julian. Chat, Colton and Julian are different guys. I know what you're thinking. Are you sure? I am. Is it prototype? Wait, what? Ah, there we go. Also, CJ is on my island. Yeah, I know. I heard you say about Ollie Oxenfree and the fact that his name is Oliver and was Ollie. And I was like, oh no, you are correct about this. Oil drum! I am. Sounds like you're interested in an oil barrel. Oh, you better believe. 650 bells. That's a steal, boys. It's probably empty. I think I have a wet floor sign. Trike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Oh! Shamrock Day! Chat, that's Gaelic. I can't pronounce it because I don't know the rules for pronunciation. I think I have KK salsa. Sure do. It'll be Gaelic. I can't pronounce it. It's probably... I do believe it's Irish Gaelic, which would make sense, because it's St. Patrick's Day. This should be a wet floor sign, I think. Don't know the rules of pronunciation for it? I will eventually learn. Because I like learning stuff like that. Oh, maybe I don't have it. Maybe it's called like caution sign or something. Oh, floor sign. Well, I'll get another if I don't have it. I'll take it. Sorry, small duck. That's for me now. Cactuses. Oh wait, I have those already. Okay, boys, what else we got? Pierre, would you still love me if I was evil and awful? Always. But I will say, there's not a lot of people in this world that I consider to be evil and also awful. Very difficult to convince me. Just searched it. It's pronounced like falcha. Oh, that makes sense. Falcha. Falcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Because Sean and Siobhan and stuff like that are pronounced the way they are, and... Yeah, okay, okay. I'm with it now. Oh, right, I have to wave my magic wand. I understand it can't let me go in there, but still. I wish I could at least take off my wetsuit. I wish I could listen to them at like 2 a.m. So very rarely can I listen to anything in my phone. The other doctor's coat is here. Oh, doctor's coat's a long boy. Shamrock suit! I'm never going to wear that hat, but I am going to buy it. I already have the shamrock shoes. Wait, I think I already have this stuff. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. 10 out of 10. I don't like that outfit anymore, and I'm sad, because I really wanted to. Like my normie outfit. You know what? I'm gonna change that outfit again. Cute and all, I just don't want to wear it. Did I like this blouse on? I did, but it doesn't go with this outfit. Oh, this could work. It's gonna depend on the skirt. I do not have a lot of skirts. Wow, I don't have a lot of, like, bottoms proper in general. No, whatever this is, it needs short sleeves. I could be baby. Just have so few pants. Chat, remind me to get more pants. Oh, that's kind of fun. I don't think I'd ever wear it, but it's kind of fun. You know what? I'm going with it. Don't need any accessories for that. Sword. Nope. No, I was right. My formal gown. For hosting game shows and such. Okay, boys, I need to sell you some things, but not that sturgeon. Who do I add to the doodle page? I was gonna say Judy Joyful, but like Poppy Playtime Judy Joyful. But then I was like, no, that's not her name. And then I was like, Miss Gracie. And then I was like, no, that was her name, but that's not her name now. And then I couldn't get there. Lily, like my beautiful frog? Yes! No, I get it. I get it. Her name is Lily. I remember you were learning how to draw braids. Oh, fun fact, yes? Yes, I love fun facts. Her name used to be Mini Mega Braids, which we can tell by looking in some of the files. Oh, that's cool! I like Lily Love Braids, but like, I can absolutely see Mini Mega Braids. And the reason I can see that, chat... Oh, Zucker's still in that yard. Still looking at flowers. The reason I can see that is because I can see the slogan immediately. You know how toys always used to have a slogan. I mean, they still do, but like... The advertisements would go, new for... What's the name of the company? It's Playtime Co., right? Right. The ads would go, new from Playtime Co. It's Mini Mega Braids. The doll... Minnie's the smallest doll you'll ever own, but the braids are mega big! And then it would, like, keep going with the Mini Mega kind of thing. You can hear the Saturday morning cartoon, like the 30-second spot of, wow! Just wind her arm and more hair will come out to braid, and she'll grow her hair long again. Cut style in, and oh gosh, I forget all the rest. Now I'm getting into Magic Hair Barbie though, so wait, I've been over here already. I need to get to a Captain Island. If you guys have never seen Magic Hair Barbie, Magic Hair Barbie is was a bust of Barbie. Scaled up, obviously, so that kids could work on her. And she had a spool in her head of hair, and you would cut and style her hair, and then you would cut and style her hair again, and again, and until the spool ran out. And then you would beg your parents for more. And the spools were all, of course, the refill spools were sold separately. I appreciate the effort. I am trying to engage with your interests. One of the things that it's important to do for your friends is when they have an interest that's different than yours, but they're really, really into, whether they mean to be or not, is to try and engage with them as much as you can. Because it means a lot. Oh, I can't clap along to this and talk. Oh, no. See, because, like, just imagine you're, like, way into something like model trains or something, and your friends are like, okay, choo-choo, I guess. I don't know what you like about whatever. But then one of your friends is like, wait a minute. Then you're like, oh, but I really wish I had, like, a little cabin to set on this model train track. And it would be really cool to have, like, a little cabin up there, but they don't make that. And one of your friends is like, wait, I make miniature buildings. Like, I could just make you one. And then they make you one, and you're like, there it is. And it's amazing. And, like, yeah, you're not, like, into the same things, but, like, you can find... The boat ride is really cute. You can do a bunch of emotes and stuff while you're on the boat. But don't press B, because that ends the boat ride immediately. Tomato Island! It's full of tomatoes! Where's my shovel? Evie, please. Girl, come on. Some beautiful soul is getting tomatoes! Not weeds, tomatoes. I've decided that my animals are getting gardens. At least some of them are. I've also decided that up by the campsite, I want to plant a few, like... I want to plant a few plants sort of wild and let them grow how they grow kind of deal. Sorry, bug. Hi, cat! Yeah, the Animal Crossing laugh sound is great. It's just so silly. They sound like they're horf, horf, horf. Ork, ork, ork. Obligatory, they sound like those two gay Muppets. I love those old men. Statler and Waldorf, you can stay, buddies. Of course they're great at heckling. Why wouldn't they be? I need to be normal about one interest of mine. No, you don't. You can do what you want. Oh, whoopsie doodle. Oh, I actually like how this island is organized with these here like this. Kind of want to... Oh, you know what? I am going to break rocks today. I was thinking, oh, I won't break rocks today. I am. Ah. You know, I still haven't got gold from one of these in a little while. I need to check something real quick. Wait, what? Okay. Wait a minute. Wait just a dang minute. Oh. Nice. That's a cooking recipe, and I bet it's a cooking recipe for tomatoes. Apple jam! That's not tomatoes at all! I'm sorry your tummy hurt. I ate like a little child today, which was fun. I had french fries and nuggies. It was very, very exciting. It's okay. I kept all of you up quite late yesterday. Even me. Aquarium security was here and set up by the time I was done. They were very displeased. They don't like it when I make them set up late like that. Well, they weren't late, but they don't like it when aquarium staff doesn't want to go because they have to. They're very strict about timetables around here, you see. And making sure that everybody follows theirs appropriately. So aquarium staff didn't really want to go. Oh. Because I was doing things, but aquarium security escorted them out of the building because they have to. That's their job. Oh yeah, for those of you who might be wondering, I think it's interesting. Who might be wondering, well, but how does that even work? The answer to that question is, this rock is really inconveniently placed, chat. The answer to that question is, it's a little awkward. No, not there. This rock is extremely inconvenient. I'm gonna have to get... Oh wait, I can get perfectly straight on. Haha. And yet still I travel. Anyway, for those of you wondering how it works, because I'm sure some of you are, it works like this. So aquarium staff is there's never less than 2 people in here with me. 2 human people. They think I have to specify apparently. There's never less than 2 human people in here with me, which is important because you have to. Well, this is extremely convenient. That makes up for a lot. And they technically work in 8-hour shifts. Oopsie doodle. It's just that, one of those hours at the beginning is for them to... the hour at the end is for them to do the handoff, and the hour at the beginning is for the other ones to get... to be handed the... You know what I mean? They gotta communicate. And security does the same thing, where they work overnight. But technically there are 2 teams and they just swap places in the aquarium. What time do they swap places? I don't know. I don't know what time is. And also, I think they'd get mad if I said. I feel like they'd be upset if I said. Did I take this rock up already? I did. No money rock on this island. So anyway, that's roughly how they work. It's for their safety that they do it that way. I don't know what they're keeping safe from. But the way that they have this scheduled, it suggests that they're trying to keep safe from me, like I would do something wrong. And I would never. Ba 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 ba. Also, today is a good day for RGB lighting. I've decided it's a good day for RGB lighting. Okay, we did a Captain Island, like a hero. Gotta go check on Lilliput. Okay, so far everything seems good. No weeds up here. Amazing. I tried to design it to look like an island. A scale island model. And it does, kinda. I do need to put a town hall and the Nooklings in there, though. And the Able Sisters shop. That's a money tree drawing. Okay. Now we're gonna put some things away, and then we're gonna go decorate. Zucker, what are you thinking about, honey? I'll put these away for now. What's going on, little guy? Oh, but it feels like I've been looking for you forever. But any time off my coach feels like forever, so I might have been only a few minutes. Anyway, found the thing you're looking for. You know, the soccer uniform top? Was I looking for that? Huh? Maybe it was a dream I had? Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell dreams and not dreams apart. Oh, well, it ain't important because it's yours now, Bloop. Sucker, you frightened me, buddy. I do like it. I'm not even going to give it right back to you, but I am going to give you something. want to give Sucker something. I want to give Sucker something fun. What do I think would look cute on a little octopus? Aw, baby bibs. Oh, baby bibs. Always have more pud. Okay, I have to give one of these away. You just have to. Not to Zucker, but I do have to. Hot dog costume. You know what? You know what? Zucker? Zucker? I didn't wrap it. I didn't wrap it so I'd remember which one it was. Okay, go. Am I really getting a hot dog costume? Chad, I can explain the joke. Anyway, thanks for the alert, Cat. I can explain the joke. You see, to make a little octopus in bento, you take a hot dog and you just cut it at the bottom, and sometimes you put little edible things in it to make eyes, but it's a hot dog octopus. I hope it makes me look dapper. I've always wanted to look dapper. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's perfect. I love him. He's so cute. You don't have to give me clothing also. You can keep what you have, baby. I love him. Look at him. He's going around as a hot dog now. He's a hot dog octopus. Oh wait, I had to give that well, whatever. Anyway, we're off to decorate. He's so cute. I need to give Lily something cuter to wear. Like, she's cute in what she's wearing, but she needs something even cuter, chat. She needs something so cute that I would die. It needs to be the most adorable thing. But I don't know what it could be. I admittedly kind of want to give her the frog shirt. Because she's here now, so I don't have to go looking for her. I'm a normal human being who can be trusted with your computer. I don't know about that. Alright, let's look for my recipe. Oh. Stitches! We love Stitches. Oh, I know that guy. He was at my hotel one day. None of these people are particularly up my alley, but I'll decorate for somebody. Depending on the theme. Oh, I also want to do one thing with Lottie, which is you can choose to decorate the facilities and then change nothing and then come back. And that is just normal. That's so normal. I'll take it. Lottie. Let's talk about facilities. I want to work on the apparel shop. Yes. I do want to remodel it a little bit, actually. Am I allowed any more display mannequins? Nope. I want to put a different floor in. These places are always remodeling themselves, you know? Oh, yeah, that's the ticket. Can I change the clothes that are on it? Sort of. No, I think I'll leave that one how it is. Oh, I wonder if you can put things on top of those. You can! I did not know that. Oh, there too. I'm done. I think I want cute clothes still. Leave it as it is. Alright, we've got our apparel shop. Do 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 do. That's a Kappa hat. Do 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 do. Let's go back, Lottie. When you remodel, it usually gives you money. Oh, that's nothing. I'll work a little longer. That's a cool table, though. I intended to bring someone out here to give them a house. But I don't remember who, so... You want a yard. Rice dishes. Outside. Seaside photo shoot. Elegant room for reading elegantly. I think a vacation home with a lighthouse would be fun. That would be fun. But you know what? We're gonna give you a yard. Yes, I am. We're gonna give her a good yard that doesn't suck. Hi, Maxwell! Good news! My PDFs for the Discworld TTRPG should finally be coming in soon. I'm just missing one at the moment. Ooh! I didn't know. I mean, everything has a TTRPG these days, but I'm glad Discworld has one, because Discworld is great. I have the perfect room for her. It's in my room sketch. You want to play in a room, a nice place filled with green. Let's not put you near a bunch of water where you could be harmed. Actually, this is pretty good. Something La Llorona. It was on Kickstarter a year or so ago. That tracks. I'm still waiting on the dice from the Magnus TTRPG. I'm so frustrated that we don't have the dice in the dice box yet, because I really wanted it. It's a really cool dice box. They had a prototype, but something fell through with the company they were working with. Let's give you a big 2-level home, because I'm going to do a bedroom upstairs for you. I'm gonna do a nice two bedrooms upstairs, and we'll come back to this yard. We'll come back to this yard, I say, opening up the decorations and immediately going to town on it. Yeah, I did for the TTRPG. Or not TTRPG, for the mystery game. We'll see what we do with the rest of this yard. I'm always hesitant when the thing is not replayable. And when there's an online component, which there is for this. Solve the mystery, then go online to see if you got it right is not my favorite thing. That said, I don't begrudge anyone or anything. Like, I'm not like that. I think it'll still be a fun time for people. Yeah, I think it'll still be fun for people. It's just it's not for me. I hope everybody likes it. Oh no, wait, it does have to go like that. Okay. I suppose it's true, too, that I have been burned before. I have been burned by other games that had an online component, where they stopped, the website stopped being a thing. I need something here. Not quite sure what it needs to be, though. Oh, I didn't know I had little topiaries. Oh, you know what? That's perfect. Close pull. Oh, right. Fence can't go in front of the tree right there. That's why. I kind of want to put a laundry basket next to that. I know it's not in order, but I kind of want to put a laundry basket. Ooh, swinging bench. Swinging bench is my favorite thing. Every house I've ever been in has a swinging bench. Except for this one. Well, now I need something back there. Hmm. Oh, wait. Housewares might have something. Do, 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 do. We'll get there. Whoa! Hi, Kiki. Welcome in. And thank you for the follow. You guys know the drill. My follows are all anonymous. I believe in lurkers' rights around here. Alright, well, let's see. Let's see. Is there anything else I can put in here? But they still do the same thing for the channel. They still do the thing where... Wow, I'm bad at saying words. They still do the same thing for the channel. Ah! Alright, we hydrate as chat demands. Is it really that time already? Guardian Outback. I think I like a lovely picnic back there. And I do like that pergola right down the middle, actually. Oh, I can get that in there. Well, then, let me scoot that out. And bring the garden faucet and the hose over here. Set the picnic a little forward. Or, actually, we'll put the swinging chairs here. And set the picnic over here. Alright, your child is way too small for most of these things, but I'm putting them out here anyway, and I'm gonna do you a nice, like, bedroom upstairs. Upstairs. I'm gonna do upstairs first. Went too far. What do you want for wallpapers? Oh, I like that playroom wall real good. No. Yeah. Baby bubble. How does this customize? Okay, I can make it pink. Which I will. Ducklings! Yeah, pastels is working for me. Then again, I really like the pastel block set. Baby should sleep under the window where baby can see the fresh air. Oh, this customizes too. Oh, sheeps! That's sad beige mom territory. That's what that is. That's not a mobile for a baby. That was the cutest one, though. Wait, no. Play area should be over here. Does this panda not customize? Alright. This bear does, though. Oh, maybe I should do the other wallpaper. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. pillar does my dinosaur friend come in? Nope. Anything else I think should go up here? Those things are going downstairs along with that. So... actually, no. I can put those things upstairs. I can make this work. If I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna put the ring toss over here. Yeah, okay. Duckies! Beautiful. Does this also come in pink? It does. TBH, though, I think the yellow might go better in the rim. It does. Oh yeah, and of course this also needs to be pastel. I want to put a couple of things on top of it, too. I thought I had like a sippy cup or something, but I do not. What can I put that would be good for baby to eat? Oh, don't I have some jam jars somewhere? I could probably pass those off as baby food. Milk! Babies love milk! Babies love candles! Babies don't love candles, chat. You shouldn't feed babies candles. Obligatory. If I had to be the one to tell you this, I'm glad I told you this. Milk. The rare thing that you can set things on or in, and it's that. I don't really have a color that goes up there, though. Okay, upstairs is beautiful. Leaving. Okay. Now we're going to simulate the out of doors. We're gonna simulate a lovely stroll. We have that upstairs. We're gonna simulate a lovely stroll through the park. Oh no, she can't actually get in there if I do that way. Humming that reminded me that the Star Trek theme has words. You'll never hear them in the actual series, but it does have words, and that's to mess around with copyright shenanigans. Alternatively, I know I've used this room sketch already, but by golly, it's really good. That said, I think I want to go back upstairs real quick. No! No, I often get jump scared by my own alerts, don't worry. There we go. Beautiful. I think I want a picture of the outside, actually. It's ready! I think I did pretty decent on the outside. Oh, I've worked on it for longer than for longer than 20 minutes. Can't actually see her because she's hidden by the pergola. I did it. I actually need to head back. Vacation homes? Oh, let's all celebrate. Sounds like fun. Can you pick the venue? The cafe. We're going to the cafe, chat. I don't know why. I've done 60 of these. I'm gonna do 413 of these. We finished 60 vacation homes. That's a big deal. Wow, 60 already? Super impressive. Great work, Evie. You're a very hard worker. Our clients are wild about the designs you've been putting together, Evie. There's nothing left for me to teach you. Not that I taught you much to begin with. Without you three, we never would have come this far. Nico, Wardell, and especially Evie. Keep on shining and keep up the good work. Got Nico in the air. I always try to get Nico in the air. I made this. I made this cafe the way it is. Almost completely inaccessible. I forgot there was an upstairs. Yep. I'm the one with the party packs. Oh, I forgot to open that. I know that DIY recipe. Oh, chat, if you ever see me run by a DIY recipe and you don't have it, tell me about it, because I will just give it to you. That little ninja mouse is here. But I have to go back. I want to go back. It's your kids, Marty. Okay. Okay, you guys rang Body Break a while ago. We're gonna get it now. Maybe it will pick me up jumping. Not likely. But maybe! Okay. You got it. Yeah. Oh, this contains both a big stretch and working out. Wow. Every time. Yep, I didn't think so. It was already having trouble picking me up. Alright. Yep. Yep. Well, you know what that means. You know what that means, chat. Oh, no. There we go. That means it's time to switch the video game. We are playing Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I forgot to check the hotel shop. I was even over there and everything. I'm even gonna remember to actually change the game. I know what you're thinking, chat. Really, Fier? Are you sure? And the answer is yes. Yeah, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. That's what time it is now. This is all touchscreen controlled primarily. Why wouldn't it let me hit continue? Okay, fixed it. State your name and profession. Don't know why it wouldn't let me continue.
A ship is always at risk at every hour, minute and second. That's where I come in. I am a peacekeeper, the one and only guardian to an otherwise defenseless ship.
Twitch, come on. Let's try this again. I love that he throws his hat.
Smiles. Johnny Smiles, security guard supreme.
Oh, Johnny Bravo. You're thinking of the, oh yeah. Pose, 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 but with the snaps that I can't make the sound for. Yes, according to the police report, the witness was patrolling the freighter on the night of the crime. Yeah, I was. Patrolling the freighter, and my expertly trained eyes leave nothing unseen. Johnny, you and your chocolate need to stop. I'll go blind if he keeps smiling like that.
Very well, Mr. Smiles. We would like to hear your testimony. Describe what happened during your night patrol.
Yes, sir. Johnny Smiles will reveal all. Wait a second. Wait a second. There. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I must have sized this just a teensy bit different. Let me fix that up for you, chat. Nope. Come on now. Sorry, chat. I don't know what happened. I must have, just nudged the window a little bit. Honestly, come on. That'll do. Do you want to yap tonight? Potentially.
That night, I went on patrol as usual, ZZZO. My keen ears latched on to some suspicious noises coming from the cargo hold. I sprinted at full speed to the cargo hold, but I was too late to stop the blow. The next moment, I captured the criminal, expertly. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene.
There are many things wrong with that, sir.
Humph. And so, the woman you arrested was...
It was the defendant, a Spilla Cantabella, sir. And as per standard patrolling procedure, all lights were on and you saw her clearly. Is that correct, Mr. Smiles?
Yes, sir! I'm an expert after all. Lies.
Huh? Is it just me, or did he hesitate before saying that?
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Well, at least it's not a murder this time.
Yes, sir. I'm starting to talk like that guy.
Let us see how skilled our visiting barrister is.
Oh, yeah, I guess we would be a barrister if we're in court. Humph. Yes. By the way, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Our cross-examination procedure should be the same as anywhere else. But just in case, would you like to have it explained to you?
The cross-examination procedure. Should I ask for an explanation? I know how to play a Phoenix Wright game, but I'm doing this for all of you. Why does it not let me touch the thing? Will it let me... Okay. Oh, this is gonna play like a Phoenix Wright game where it gets annoyed. Okay, I get it. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to refresh my memory. Nick, what are you thinking? The prosecutor is already patronizing us. Just imagine what he'll be like if you ask. But it's my first time in a British court. I'm kind of nervous. And my mind's just gone completely blank. Nick. Anyway, what you do is listen to the guard's testimony really carefully. Then, if something's suspicious, you press that witness and see what happens. Press, huh? It does sound like what I've always been doing. Got it, Maya. I'll do my best. Okay, let's do it, Nick.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Oh, we can use hint coins here?
Hold it!
Okay, buttons it is. What's ZZO? Oh, ZZZO. Ah, that's right. It's not something you'd know, not being a security professional. That's our special jargon. It's how we talk about the time in our trade. Let me get this straight. Mr. Professional, you're using letters to tell the time? See, ZZZO stands for 2220, which is 10:20 p.m. Right. So 10:20 p.m. That's very accurate. How can you be so sure about the time? Well, that's when the TV show I always watch in the security room ends. TV show? I'm meant to do the rounds at 10 p.m., but for a pro like me, it's just a guideline. That doesn't sound very professional. Anyway, I was patrolling the ship like I do every night. Your Honor, may I?
What is it, Prosecutor Flinch?
I would like to get the event straight while referring to the crime scene photo. The defendant and the crew member were fighting in the back of the cargo hold, is that correct? Yes, sir! They were fighting right under that emergency light.
Humph. Some of the items are spilling out of this broken crate.
Indeed, that crate was broken by the defendant with the steel pipe. Incidentally, the items we can see spilling out are stuffed toys depicting London's own police mascot, PC Badger.
I see. The crime scene photo shall be added to the court record. The witness may continue his testimony. My keen ears latched onto some suspicious noises coming from the cargo hold.
Hold it!
And when you heard these noises, you immediately found them suspicious? That's right! An expert of my caliber can always tell when a noise is suspicious. When my smiley sense starts tingling, it means there's a crime taking place. So you can tell us more about the noises you heard? So can you tell us more about the noises you heard? It was... That's right. The sound of two women fighting. Naturally, I sprang into action. And I arrived at the crime scene in the blink of an eye. In other words, you went to the cargo hold because you heard strange noises, is that correct? Yes! That's about it. I'm back to where I started. Huh. The buttons... Okay, those buttons work, so... My save's there, I guess... Huh? Oh, it's just miscalibrated! Chat, give me one moment. I think we might just be miscalibrated. Ba, ba, ba. Hmm. Okay. Scuff makes the stream, chat. Scuff makes the stream! Come on, you. I don't know what's going on with it tonight. I don't like that, because it is miscalibrated. Bear with me, chat. Gonna give her one more try.
You'll have to bear with me while I work on this. And... okay. This might mess a lot of things up. But we'll see. That's slightly better. Nope. That's the opposite of what I want. I know what you're thinking, chat. Fier, why are you doing this? Oh, that's as good as she gets. Might have to restart that one. Bear with me, chat. Let's try this again. We might be playing a Mario game if this keeps up. Johnny Smiles can expertly wait. I know, right? We might be playing a Mario game if this keeps up. Oh, good gracious. Fixed it! I don't know what I did, but it's fixed now. Oh, you can't see everything yet. There you go. And one more. Okay, good! I fixed it! Hooray! Yay, you Yippee! Nick was stuck working right up to when we left, so he's kind of tired. But I'm pumped and ready to get my sightseeing on. Newt, newt! Even though he said he was only here for that attorney exchange thing and wouldn't have to appear in court. We still ended up in court, and Nick said I'm the one that would jinx us. Looks like we'll be defending Espella. All right, I'm ready and raring to go. Newt, newt. Love saying newt, newt. Oh, whoops. Let me check my court record. Those are some... What's that? Can't see anything about that emergency light, and I don't see anything broken underneath it. But those are some shoes, and there's something over there that I can't quite make out. What's in here? Also not sure what that is. I like how the options in mystery icon change according to the perspective. I do like that. Okay, I already pressed that. But I was too late to stop the blow.
Hold it!
The blow? The defendant, Miss Cantabella, hit the crew member with a steel pipe, didn't she? Yes, that's right! As I opened the door to the cargo hold, the defendant struck the victim's head. Had I arrived a second earlier, I would have gladly stopped the blow with my own hand. I don't think a second would have made much of a difference. Don't take this expert too seriously, Maya. The witness saw the defendant deal the blow, is that correct? Yes, sir! I expertly witnessed the crime with my very own sparkling eyes!
Is that so? I see.
The next moment, I captured the criminal, expertly.
Hold it!
X'd it out. And you claim the assailant was the defendant, Miss Cantabella? Precisely! Naturally, she abandoned all hope seeing a security pro like me myself join the scene. She dropped that steel pipe she was holding to the floor with a clank.
Oomph. I see, I see. That's what a guilty person would do in that situation.
That's also what an innocent person would do in that situation. Exactly, Your Honor. There's no need to continue this cross-examination. Within seconds, I'd established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. There definitely is.
Hold it!
Let's press. Are you sure you didn't notice anything unusual about the cargo hold? Not a thing! Well, aside from the defendant swinging that pipe around. Could someone else have been hiding in that room?
Objection!
The security guard patrolling the freighter is responsible for checking every corner. He would have spotted an intruder right away. Isn't that so, witness? Yes! I carry my trustworthy pocket torch for precisely such a task. I'd have noticed anything suspicious in an instant. What is it, Maya? I was just looking at the evidence in the court record, and I get the feeling there's something funny about this testimony. You're saying that there's a contradiction? So that's all he has to say. Well, Nick, what do you think? We managed to get our hands on some new evidence, but pressing alone can only get us so far. Yeah. That means it's time to present evidence to the court. Present evidence? We'll compare what that witness is saying to the evidence in the court record. Sometimes they won't match up, and that means they're not telling the whole truth. Right. Thanks, Maya. Come on. You're making it look as if I'm the attorney here. Touch the court record icon to compare the evidence in the testimony. I need to present the evidence that contradicts the testimony. Okay, then, let's try that. Espella may be saying she's guilty, but that doesn't mean this witness is telling us the whole story. I need to uncover the truth by myself.
I think if I present the crime scene photo, because, like, this crate should probably not be open, yeah? It feels suspiciously like these shoes in this crate should probably not be open. And it is the new evidence I got.
Objection!
Whether it goes here or not, we'll see. You're saying that there was nothing out of order in the cargo hold. Well, that's a bit funny. Huh? The point is, one of the crates in the cargo hold appears to have been tampered with.
Objection!
Ah, that! The defendant must have smashed it with the pipe. Nothing odd about it.
Please take a look at the crime scene photo. Oh, this is the tutorial, so it doesn't make us do that. It doesn't make us point to it. There's this broken crate where the fight took place, but also... there's another crate here that seems kind of strange, don't you think?
Oh, EP, I swear I ain't gonna pass out again. You're not! You'll be fine!
Oh, also, for future me, and for you, chat, the way that I fixed the problem, was to go into the app data I'm using Windows 11. The way that I fixed the problem was to go into the app data in Windows 11, find Citra, find its config folder, and then delete the configuration folder, delete the config folder. You can also just copy it out elsewhere. That will also fix it in case you're worried you might break something. But as soon as that was done, it went back to normal and it's functional again. That's what happened, chat. For later, when I don't remember. Thank you, stranger on Reddit from 1,000,000 billion years ago. You can't always trust Reddit strangers, but by golly, a lot of times you can. Ah. This crate, sitting quite a distance away from where the fight took place, appears to have been forced open.
Oh, that's clever. Good work, Val.
Isn't this the sort of thing a security guard should immediately notice? You testified that you established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. So how come you didn't notice something so obvious?
Aw, yeah, let's go.
We love us a good remix.
Ugh.
I know! The objection theme in this game is so good! Order! Order! That's certainly a serious oversight. Particularly for someone claiming to be an expert.
Whether the witness is an expert or not bears no relevance to this case. What matters is that he saw the defendant hit the victim with a steel pipe.
What you just said. I'm afraid I can't let that slide.
Excuse me?
I am an expert guard. Focused, thorough, precise. A true professional. To prove it, I'll testify once more. You're all dying to know why I ignored that one crate, huh? What? Okay, let's hear it. I actually wanted to use it in my stage play, but the guy responded for the sound, forgot which track it is, so he used the investigation objection theme instead. Ah. Very well. The witness shall continue his testimony.
What excuse do you think he'll come up with, Nick?
Who knows? I got a bad feeling about this, though. What did he actually see?
With his sunglasses on at night? And his headphones in, because we know that from the opening scene?
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can see by the light that shines before my eyes.
There's a bunch of songs I know the words to that are in weird places. That's one of them.
It's only natural that I missed the other crate. The lights in the cargo hold weren't on. But of course I had this. A guard's best friend is his trusty pocket torch. The emergency light was on mine, so it wasn't so dark I couldn't see. I saw the girl stand right in front of the crew member as she attacked. And there was no one else in that room. You have Johnny's word for it.
Johnny, you're bad at this, sir.
Wait a moment. The security company claims that the lights were on during the patrol. Yes, that's the official procedure, you see. But those light controls can be such a pain in the... Wait, no, that's not it. I mean... The truth is, an expert like me doesn't need those lights to do his work. Not when I've got this. The focused beam of my trusty torch cuts through darkness like a laser. The witness will refrain from pointing the torch in this direction. Justice may be blind, but I'd rather not be.
You point the torch in that direction. You point the torch in that direction again, and you don't get to get out of the Haydall Black site. I mean, what? Technically, that is a flash beacon, but, you know. I make my jokes. Oh, Val, I found a thing earlier today. I reblogged it on Tumblr. But I will send it to you also. Speaking of the Haydall Black site. Was it the Sebastian Shop one? It was! If you find a better deal... Never mind, I can't actually do this one because I can't. I saw it. I was trying to explain it to aquarium staff, and so then but they didn't know the original meme, so they were just confused. And then I had to find the original meme and be like, look, it's this. And they went, is that funny? And I went, I hope so. And they went, no, I don't think that is. And then the aquarium director told them to get back to work and stop bothering me. And I said they weren't bothering me. I was bothering them. And then she told me to stop bothering them so that they could do their work. Anyway, back to it.
Oops, sorry, Your Honor. This trusty torch shall be added to the court record as evidence.
Can I look at it?
Ew, what's that? What is it, Your Honor? This pocket torch is covered in something sticky. Ah! Seems my sweet little buddy's been up to some mischief. Sweet little buddy? Do you mean your chocolate? Johnny left sticky fingerprints all over his flashlight.
Ugh, don't look at me. I am not touching it.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
That means he wasn't holding his flashlight. Because he had to pick it up with his chocolate fingers. Alright. Sorry, I need to... Oh, no, just covered in chocolatey fingerprints. Magically delicious.
Hold it!
According to the rules, the lights have to be on, is that right? Well, don't spread the news, but between you and me, I'm not very good with the light controls on the ship. Even a security expert like me has their flaws, you know?
I'm hungry too, you know? I've been watching Digimon Beat Break. And it's a delight so far. And Gekkomon, not to be confused with Gekkomon, is a delight. Like, top to bottom. And his little catchphrase is, the English equivalent of his little catchphrase is, you know? And he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh no. I'm enjoying it.
So he just neglected his duty.
Well, didn't you say before that you're focused, thorough, and precise, a true professional?
Yes, that's true, of course. Always focused, thorough, and precise, except when I'm cutting the odd corner. I aim to be a well-balanced professional, you know?
Yes.
Even Flinch looks unsure of how to handle this guy. But of course I had this! A guard's best friend is his trusty pocket torch.
Hold it!
A guard's best friend? You mean that flashlight? Flashlight? It's a pocket torch! Ever watch crime dramas? Torchlit night patrols and all that? I've always thought it looked so cool! In fact, that's why I became a security guard. Really? That's a unique reason. By the way, what about the chocolate smudges on the flashlight? Or torch?
Oh, yeah. Phoenix is in an English court, so, he's gotta say it. Flashlights do be torches there. In the olden days, they called them an electric torch to differentiate them from a torch. You know, that thing that you light but on fire.
A well-prepared guard has a torch in his right hand and a chocolate bar in the left. It's like an emergency ration. I'm so hot on security issues that it tends to melt. So the flashlight is covered in fingerprints from his sticky right hand. The emergency light was on mine, so it wasn't so dark I couldn't see.
Hold it!
Press him on everything and then come back. An emergency light?
Well, the defendant and the crew member fought under that emergency light.
Ah, yes, there it is, in the back of the room. Yes, sir, the cargo hold was faintly lit up by that red light there. But the regular lights are on in this picture. Well, yeah, I switched them on before the police came. What? I didn't want to risk my bright career over my slightly different take on the rules. After all, I am an expert. It's all in the details. You're an expert, all right. An expert in bending the rules. I saw that girl stand right up in front of the crew member as she attacked.
Hold it!
And you saw that clearly? Yes! I got there, opened the door, and then BAM! That's when it happened. I felt it in my shades. They spoke to me. Johnny, you're looking at a crime here. Huh? Wait a second. You were wearing sunglasses? Yeah! What's a security guard without a pair of shades? These babies are a part of me.
Witness, you were patrolling the freighter with sunglasses on?
Of course I was. Whatever I do with style. Is a bit of vanity a crime? Don't you wear your specs for the same reason?
Vanity? I wear them because I'm short-sighted, I'll have you know.
Really? You're short-sighted, buddy? Sorry. Bro was working as a lifesaver on the beach. Yeah. Did he dab? Yeah, he does that every time.
Woo! Hi, Rice. Anyway, we hydrate his chat demands. Oh dear. Okay. Scooting. Wah. And a big stretch.
I might be doing fractals, lol.
Fair enough. I love fractals. I will also once again be like, Guild Wars 2 is great. Only MMO I have enough love in my heart and time in my day for. Okay. For body break, you know what we haven't done in a long while? We haven't done lunges in a long while. Let's do some side lunges because I like them. And maybe I forgot earlier while I was doing stuff. Oh, chat, for those of you that don't know, I do have a little itty-bitty workout routine. It's not very much, but I do it. Because it's important. I may be 4 centimeters tall, but by golly, I'm lifting the top off that tank one of these days. They'll never take me alive. Whoa, wait, hold on. There's an alternative to that, and I don't want that either. Anyway, we're gonna do some side lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should have told you what side lunges are. We haven't done them in so long. If you are human shaped, more or less, and you got 2 legs, hips, and shoulders, and probably a midsection. Side lunges, you stand with your feeties, approximately shoulder width apart, maybe a little more, depending on how deep you want the lunge to be. And then you bend the knee on one side and bring yourself towards it, and you stretch the other leg on the other side. You'll know you're doing it right, because you'll feel it on the inside of your leg, from your knee up into the inside, sort of like where your inseam would be if you were getting pants tailored. You'll feel it in there, and then you know you're doing it right. I, an octopus, instead, sort of untangle my tentacles as good as I can and just kind of like go back and forth on them. Anyway, back to this. Anyway, short-sighted or nearsighted and farsighted are different, and they talk about what you can see. If you're farsighted, it means you can see things far away real good, but you can't see things close up. And if you are nearsighted or short-sighted, depending on where you are, you can see things close to your face, but not far, far away. Most people are going to be nearsighted, especially in this modern day and age, because you spend a lot of time looking at computer screens and little itty-bitty phone screens, and looking at a lot of things that really strain your eyes. And when you do that too much, what ends up happening is, so the way that human eyes are constructed, chat, you have no idea what you've unlocked by just the words short-sighted in this video game. So the way that human eyes are constructed is you have a cornea over top of all your eye parts. Your iris and your pupil and all that. And that keeps stuff from getting into your eyes. It also acts as a focusing lens. One of 2 focusing lenses in your eyes. At least partially. There's also a focusing lens on the inside, which is sort of... That's the thing that can get cataracts. Because there's a focusing lens on the inside. I forget what it's called again. But when you do a lot of things where you like strain your eyes to look at teeny tiny things or really bright things that are close to your face, eventually what happens is you kind of squish the cornea, and the lens that's inside your eyes sometimes. You kind of squish it funky so it focuses better on things that are close up, and then it doesn't snap back into position to focus on things that are far away. Human eyes are constructed differently than the way that mine are. Octopus eyes don't do that. What we do instead, is we move the whole retina. There are a lot of animals that do that. We are one of them. We don't have those extra lenses. Instead, we just move the retina around in the back. Think of it like this, I guess, if it helps. You know when you're focusing a microscope and you move it like up and down like that until it comes into view? That's the way we operate. We move the retina around. We just focus up and down until it comes into view. Whereas there are types of telescopes that have, like, mirrors in them. Not angled mirrors, but, like, convex mirror, like, mirrored bowls. And with those, they're flexible. So they just change the shape of the mirror. Like, they change the how concave or convex it is. And then that's how they focus things. They don't move the mirror, they just change the shape of it a little. And that's how your eyes operate, sort of. You definitely don't move the retina around. I've heard what happens when you do, and it's not great. You have to go get eyeball surgery about it. Put it back. Anyway, right, I was doing a thing and not talking about eyeballs. Eyeballs are cool, though. They're so exciting. I want to see how Asura eyeballs are. I'm sorry, I've been thinking about Guild Wars 2 a lot, because I put in for partner, and then I got scared that maybe they won't like me, but I hope that they do, because I'm trying really hard. Next time they have it open, I'll try even more hard. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah.
You got that right, Flinch. So Johnny had sunglasses on in a dimly lit room. Do you think he actually managed to see anything? Nick, check the court record. There might be a contradiction in Johnny's testimony. Yeah, good idea. So there might be a contradiction, huh? Witness, continue your testimony. And there was no one else in that room. You have Johnny's word for it. In front. I have a sneaking suspicion he did not, in fact, have that. We're gonna save scum a little bit yet. We'll see.
Objection!
Nope. Yeah, nope. Okay. Oh, wait. Can I present profiles? I can, but that's not what I want to do here, apparently. Chat, you can tell I have not played this game to death like the others.
Hold it!
However, you didn't even notice the other crate. This one here. How can you prove there wasn't someone hiding inside that box?
Not a possibility, I'm afraid.
Huh?
That wharf is fitted with CCTV cameras. The recordings from that night have already been examined. Not a single person was seen leaving the ship.
If there are security cameras monitoring the ship, then why do they bother keeping Johnny around, Nick? Whoa, whoa, not so loud, Maya. Humph. So there were no other intruders? Yes, sir, that's right. Oh, man, some guard he is. That prosecutor could have at least checked if the lights were on or not. Yeah, you know, maybe this hasn't been all that properly investigated. You think so? In any case, some things the guard said are kind of strange. Let's see what he has to say if I show him some evidence. Not sure what I'm supposed to present where. Sure, here's my hint coin. Oh, back of the head. Okay. That makes sense. Anyway, we're save scumming because I haven't played this game to death. Appreciate the hint coin functionality, though. That is super helpful. Yeah, yep. I know. Oh, we can skip that. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Oh. Okay, right. Back of the head. I should have known that, but here we are.
Objection!
You're sure the defendant was standing right in front of the crew member? Well, absolutely. They were facing each other the entire time. Well, that's weird, because it clearly contradicts this evidence.
What? What do you mean?
According to the victim's medical report, the blow was dealt to the back of the head. The back of the head? Do you understand now? If they were facing each other, there's no way the victim could have been hit from behind. Yes, sir! Witness! Can you offer an explanation for this contradiction?
Yes! Explain yourself! It's the first time hearing of this!
Yes, sir. It's strange, isn't it? I'm totally sure they were fighting face to face. I swear, I'd swear this melting chocolate bar on it. It doesn't look like he's lying, but then...
Hey, Nick, look at me.
What are you doing, Maya?
I was just checking if I could hit the back of your head while you were facing me. Doesn't seem doable, especially for someone as vertically challenged as me.
How about you keep your dangerous little experiments inside that head of yours, Maya? I kind of like living, thanks.
Wouldn't be the first time he's been hit over the head with a blunt metal object. At the beginning of the second Phoenix Wright game, he gets bonked over the noggin, and that's their explanation for why we have to... He gets amnesia, so that's the explanation for why we have to, like, redo how to trial. I think Smiles is losing his job. He is.
At least we've learned a couple of important things. First, that this witness is unreliable, and second, that the prosecution didn't investigate this case properly. If my gut feeling is right, there's much more to this case than meets the eye. Now's my chance. What should I do? I'm guilty. Your Honor, the defense asserts once more that the defendant, Espella Cantabella, is innocent. What?
This is foolishness! Just who do you think you are, anyway? Waltzing in here with your ridiculous assumptions? Balderdash, I say! That's not how it's supposed to be! I've just realized that I voice Flinch and Winston Payne and all those other, like, nerdy little defense guys. I've just realized that I voiced them like Mr. Pages. Mr. Pages is, of course, higher on account of Bat. But at the same time, I've just realized I voiced them that way. Man, I remember in Echo Bazaar when we didn't know they were bats. Like, we understood that that's probably what was true, but it wasn't expressly stated. We were just like, wow, they sure are some tall and also very high-pitched, and I'm just not going to look at what's under the cloak. Just going to go about my business. Anyway, right, I was doing something. What did he just say? Not how it was supposed to be? Well, in light of this new development, the court's opinion is that the defendant is in no way cleared of suspicion. However, the witness's testimony has been proven unreliable. That's more like it. Looks like I'm starting to win over the judge. Objection! Well, don't forget that the defendant admits all charges. Surely her guilt is beyond doubt.
The defendant is just a schoolgirl. You can't go on her confession alone. So far, we've established only one thing. That Mr. Smiles is neither an expert nor even a reliable witness.
Hold it!
Smiles? In my long 6-month career as a security guard... 6 months, buddy! In my long 6-month career as a security guard, never have my Have my professionalism and expertise been questioned? Isn't 6 months barely past the probation period? You're saying Goldilocks there is innocent. In other words, that she didn't assault anyone. And that she didn't steal this toy? Isn't that so, Mr. Lawyer? Yes. At least, we have yet to see any proof that she tried to steal it. I've got you there! Huh? What? Got me how? I have a decisive piece of evidence. Oh no, not again. Are we updating the autopsy report? The proof that that girl was trying to kidnap PC Badger. Are we updating the autopsy? What? You do? Even Flinch is shocked. When I seized the girl at the crime scene, she was clasping this in her hand, and she didn't even seem to notice. Well, what would that be? Well, it would appear to be PC Badger's tag, Your Honor. Well, now that you mention it, this mascot does have that sort of ill-fitting tag attached. What's this engraved on the tag? Is that an address? Oh, you mean there's an address written on there? Well, it would appear to be Scotland Yard's, and their telephone number. It is Scotland Yard's mascot, after all. This tag, it's been ripped from one of the PC Badger toys? Yes, sir! The suspect was caught in the act of nicking this very toy. The tag was ripped off during the fight. What? Then this tag is... What we have here is the decisive evidence that she was trying to steal the cargo. No way! I wasn't expecting evidence like that. Well, witness! I was never informed of such evidence. If you had this in possession, why didn't you hand it over to the police? Sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I'm an expert at what I do. And my expert advice to myself is that I'd better keep this as my secret weapon. So I waited for the right moment to single-handedly settle this trial. Ugh. Looks like Flinch and I are both in uncharted waters now. While the tag is vital evidence, it will be added to the court record. Is that tampering? Not in Phoenix Wright! Phoenix, it is in the real world. If you'd kept a vital piece of evidence all the way up until trial, you'd get a mistrial declared basically immediately. That's just what would happen. It of course depends on your court system and stuff, but generally speaking, the rules of evidence would prohibit you from introducing evidence in the middle of a trial. There are certain cases where you can introduce evidence. It varies place by place. But generally speaking, and also please understand that I'm not a lawyer, generally speaking, the way that you introduce new evidence that came to light after all the evidence stuff in a criminal case like this one is you ask the judge, you file a motion, you ask the judge, and you're like, hi, yes, the court, so anyway, the DNA results did not get back on time for the trial. That would never happen. That happens in Phoenix, right? That would never happen in real life, or it shouldn't. Generally speaking, if you have stuff out for testing, they wait until the testing's done to do a trial. But like, if some new evidence comes forward, or an eyewitness goes, I couldn't take the guilt, Your Honor. I had to come forward. You gotta file a motion, and you gotta ask, and you gotta tell the defense or the prosecution, depending on which guy you gotta tell the other guy. So you never are gonna run into moments like this where somebody's on the stand and they're like, yeah, I know because I have the PC Badger tag right here. You're never gonna run into that. If he'd presented this in like a regular court of law, which wasn't Phoenix Wright, there's a whole bunch of things that would happen if they believed it was actual evidence that he'd just kept with him and not given to the police. That's tampering. That could be obstructing. That could be obstruction. Depending. Once again, that depends on where you are. Sometimes they take into account your motive for holding on to it, and sometimes they don't. It really depends on where you're at, how they choose to deal with that. Courts around here usually take your motive into account. So like, where he's like, I wanted to be the hero.
um, they might have been like, Bud, that's evidence tampering. And they might not try for obstruction, because he's not trying to obstruct the investigation. He's trying to help. At the same time, there is a certain amount of, like, at the same time, if I were going to prosecute something like that, a very good argument would be, look, Bud, you are an adult, you are a security professional, you had to know. Like, I get you say you wanted to be the hero, that's great, you had to know that you were supposed to hand this over to the cops. Any reasonable person in this jury right now, like, any reasonable person would know that if there's evidence at a crime scene, it goes to the police. And you can make that argument of any reasonable person should know. Because that's just an argument that you can make in court pretty routinely. It comes up more in civil cases. Anyway, Chad, did you know that I really like reading through court cases? Because it's fun to see judges argue with lawyers. I just like the spicy court cases. They're really funny. If you can get the hang of them, they're very funny. I have never in all my life seen humans just argue like that in that way. The way that they do in courts. It's so good. Some of the things they say. Civil courts are especially really funny because that's always stuff like, you know, an accident has happened, who's responsible for this? That's always silly stuff like that, and I'm just like, yes, carry on, be silly. Sometimes it's clear that what they've been instructed to do is, like, ask a lot of clarifying questions so that they don't give away too much, and sometimes that can lead to them asking what printers are. And things like that. You're just like, no, you know what a printer is. Come on. Defense, Mr. Wright, was it? Yes, Prosecutor Flinch? Your appearance in this court was a very hastily decided affair. That's true. That call from the Attorneys Association came out of nowhere. Perhaps, in all the confusion, the request from your client escaped your attention. Were you not instructed to accept the sentence proposed by the prosecution? Come to think of it, Miss Darklaw did say something about that before the trial. She's pleading guilty, so there's not much you need to do. I suggest you accept the punishment proposed by the prosecution. And that's what you were asked to do. You've convinced us all of your skill, so your good name will not suffer. Why not simply admit the defendant is guilty and call it a day, Humph. What do you say to that, Mr. Wright? Depending on your stance on this matter, the court may now pass the verdict. My stance? That's something I don't need to think twice about. The defense requests that the trial continue. What? The defense stands by its assertion that Espella Cantabella is not guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. If that's your desire, then I too have a request to make. Your Honor! Yes, Prosecutor Flinch. The prosecution calls its second witness. Hey, wait a second. What about me? Come on, guys, don't forget about Johnny. Let's start over from the top. No detail omitted. I suggest you leave the witness stand and go back to witnessing your crimes on television. Yes. Yes, sir! Bye, Johnny. I thought we'd get to interrogate him a little more. Oh well. I believe a break is in order. The court will now adjourn for a 15-minute break. Mr. Flinch, prepare your witness. Is that understood? Yes, Your Honor. The defense has no objections. Looks like Flinch finally got serious about this case. And that means the real game starts now. Oh no, the real game, chat! We've been playing the game for a while! Ooh, to be continued. Oh, we're out of the tutorial! That only took 2 streams?
Phew. Glad the first part's over. That witness was quite a character. I bet he'd love to be one in a crime drama. He'd end up making it a comedy, though. I'd hate it if poor Espella was found guilty because of his shaky testimony. But at least now it looks like we might be able to get Espella a not guilty verdict. Yeah, I hope that cheered Espella up a bit. So anyway, Darklaw's a witch, I bet. There'll be a bit more tutorializing later. There's some new things in this game on the Ace Attorney side. Oh yeah, that tracks. I've played this game before, and I can't remember anything. Actually, no, I remember 2 things, and I can't tell you either of them because there's spoilers for mysteries in the game that we haven't even discovered yet. Yeah! I forgot about Darklaw. She's reading my newspaper. Maybe it's just me, but she doesn't look pleased. Oh, it's you. I appreciate your efforts, Mr. Wright. Thank you? But while I understand your drive to win this case... My drive? This is not the time for your personal ambitions. I told you before, didn't I? That Espella is pleading guilty, and that you should accept the proposed punishment. This incident has already been settled between our school and the police.
But, Miss Darklaw, Espella could be innocent.
Believe me, it will be in Espella's best interest if you end the trial as soon as possible. The more this trial drags on, the more traumatic it is for this poor girl. I'm sorry. She may be saying that she's guilty, but is she really? In any case, Mr. Wright, we don't want our school being shoved into the limelight because of this case. So if you could please refrain from picking at meaningless details such as that toy. Get this trial over with quickly. This is your client's wish, Mr. Wright. I understand. I'll do my best. It is a relief to hear that. Let's go, Espella. Yes, Miss Darklaw.
What the heck was that all about? We've been busting our butts in there trying to prove that Espella is innocent, and she expects us to just give up now?
Why are you yelling at me, Maya? But when you think about it, Darklaw's acting very strange.
Her own pupil's on trial, and she just stands around reading other people's newspapers.
Yeah, what's she so busy reading about, anyway? There's nothing about Espella in that paper. Was she checking the soccer scores or something?
The front page article is about jewel thieves in London. Oh, Chad, I remember what this case is about. Do you want to know what's inside those bears? Badgers? Jewels. There's jewels hidden in them. They're badgers. New hilarious thing about jewels hidden in them. They're badgers. There is a very old Alvin and the Chipmunks movie with the Chipettes where they go round the world in 80 days in balloons. And it is a jewel smuggling plot by jewel smugglers. And I just... You must understand that that is all that I was thinking about when I was originally playing this case. I know where we are now. Like, I remember the minute I figured it out was when I saw this newspaper with the thing being about jewel thieves in London, and I went, Mint, they're putting jewels in the bears. And Mint went, what? And I went, oh, right, they're doing the Alvin and the Chipmunks thing. They're putting jewels in the bears. And Mint went, ... and then went, you've seen that movie too? Because, like, he was convinced it was real, but no one else had seen it but me, apparently. And, like, obviously other people have seen it, but, like, a lot of people that he was talking to didn't remember it, so he just kind of stopped mentioning it at a certain point. And I was like, no, that one was real. I can't remember how the musical number went in it, but it was really fun. I remember that there were multiples, but the one
The sort of montage number was pretty good. The break's almost over. We better go back. Flinch looked really confident about this new witness. I'm Aspella's defense attorney. I'll stand by her no matter what. I hope the new witness is Aspella. Chad, I'm so good at this.
The court will now reconvene. Prosecution is your witness. Ready?
Well, of course, Your Honor. Bailiff, please bring her in. So good at this. Oh, that's not Aspella at all.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
My name is Olivia Aldente.
Olivia Aldente, I see. Got a lot of Italians today. We've got Accidenti. We got Olivia Aldente. I love her. I don't... You know what? The game knew it was Mario Day, so it gave me Italians. It's like, you know what? You aren't playing a Mario game, but we're here with you in spirit. Amazing. I'm never gonna get vocal position for this lovely young woman's voice. Say more stuff. That's a
Warm
knife.
winds of the Mediterranean Sea carry the spicy scent of a seafood stew.
That's a knife. She better be careful though. That point is sharp and it's very near her.
A hot Sicilian stew that soothes the hearts of sailors braving the raging waters.
I love her at once. I would be cooked instantly, chat. I'd just be there like, wow, pretty. And then she'd do that trick with the knife and I'd be like, wow, pretty. And that's how I get cooked.
Blessed be the Sicilian cuisine and il nostro mare.
Why do you have castanets? The family of the sea. Oh, the ocean. Wait. Our ocean. Yes, Miss Aldente is employed as a cook on the freighter where the crime happened.
Cook. That's some interesting attire you're wearing, Miss Aldente.
Oh, I don't know if I can do this, chat.
We'll try. That's the one thing about this being voiced, is that now I have voices I have to try to match, and it's not going to happen. Maybe.
This is my work outfit. It gets very hot in the kitchen, you know. Well, it will be a pleasant change after that chocoholic guard. He got up my nose.
Nice to see the judge is remaining impartial. Ms. Aldente discovered the defendant in the cargo hold when she went for supplies. She found Aspella? That would make her the crew member that Johnny saw fighting with Aspella. Honey, what are you cutting up? Oh, what are you peeling? Oh, it's a potato. That's right, Mr. Wright. Ms. Aldente was the first person to discover the intruder.
Then, she's the victim of the assault. Hit with a steel pipe. How cruel.
If I'd only had my precious kitchen knife with me at the time. I'd have shown her my... Oh no. That word is exceptional, but Italian. I'd have shown her my... Wait, accidenti. I can do this. Yeah. Nope. Exceptional cutting skills.
I can't do it. I tried. I don't. Nick, look at that. She's an expert potato peeler. You'd better watch out around her.
I'll keep that in mind.
It's very impressive. That's the bridge.
Witness, we'll now hear your testimony. Describe to us what happened in the cargo hold.
Certamente. Gladly. I like her little hip wiggle. Like that she's doing a little dance the whole time.
I went to the cargo hold to check the supplies. It was past 10 p.m. And I found that girl hiding and clutching one of them bizarro toys. She made as if to run away, so I tried to stop her, and she grabbed a pipe. She's short, but she fiercely swung the pipe at me. I tried to dodge, but she hit me on the head. I blacked out for a few minutes.
I feel like sometimes if I accidentally put French in there, it's okay because they're both Romance languages. I'm cheating. I'll do what I can, chat.
Oomph! According to the medical record, you suffered a laceration to your head, correct?
That's... it's covered by a chef's hat, so you can't see it now. But when I chop up veggies, it hurts in the rhythm of the strikes. Chop, chop, chop.
That sounds most terrible, Miss Al Dente.
I should have been more careful, but she looked like a little Piccola girl. Piccola is very tiny. Olivia is much taller than Espella.
Yeah, Espella's about the same size as you.
I may be short, but I'm well proportioned, and that's what matters. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to present the decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt.
My guy, is that fingerprints on the pipe?
This photograph is of the defendant's fingerprints on the steel pipe.
Oh, wait, but that's not...
Okay, chat, I need you to remember where your thumbs are. Because, like, wait. Yeah, no, I'm right. Humans hold things weird. But that's upside down. As you can see, the fingerprints are very clear that they were left by the assailant. No, they can't have been because you'd be swinging the pipe, but, like, upside down. Like, I can't... I'm trying to imagine how human hands grip things, and... Yeah, that pipe is upside down for those fingerprints. And this is a Phoenix Wright game, so that's going to be important. And they've already been examined and found to be those of the defendant.
Humph. Well, that settles it. This is undoubtedly decisive evidence.
What?
The fingerprints on the weapon are Espella's?
Just to put your inquisitive mind at peace, Mr. Wright, there were no other fingerprints.
Well, the photograph shall be added to the evidence.
Those are definitely upside down. Have I not warned you, Mr. Wright? Further examination is but a waste of time.
Nick, what do we do now?
This evidence clearly points to Espella.
No, it really doesn't. We're pleading that Espella's not guilty. And if she's innocent, then this witness is lying. All we need to do is expose that lie. I've got to think straight and focus on finding the truth. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Okay, we got this. I'm gonna push her a bunch.
I went to the cargo hold to check the supplies. It was past 10 p.m.
That makes sense. But I'm gonna press her anyway.
You had to check the supplies at that late hour. It must be tough being a cook.
What? A witness lying, an ace attorney? Unthinkable. Oh, I know, but it's true. Horrifying.
Knows the saying, a thirsty sailor will drink the old Mediterranean Sea? That's why I always need to make sure that's why I need to make sure we are always properly stocked up, sweetie.
Ugh, is she making those sayings up? The incident occurred at 10:20 when Smiles was doing the rounds.
I see. Understood. And what happened in the cargo hold?
And I found that girl, hiding and clutching one of them bizarro toys.
Hold it!
And this bizarre toy she was holding was none other than...
PC Badger, was it? The girl held it in a tight grip, like a seahawk holds its prey.
Are you certain it was the defendant?
It was kinda dark in that room, but... I swear on Neptune it was her! The witness was engaged in a face-to-face fight with the defendant. Even if the room was poorly lit, there's no doubt she would recognize her assailant.
Aspella was holding PC Badger. Did she intend to steal it?
What did the witness do upon discovering the intruder?
She made as if to run away, so I tried to stop her. Then she grabbed the pipe.
Hold it!
The defendant tried to escape?
She had nowhere to run, though. 'Cause she was at the far end of the room. I'm really good at catching chickens that try to run from the knife. So I caught her. Rapidamente. And when you caught her, things took a violent turn. Yeah, she was so small, you know. You wouldn't think she had it in her. But there was a steel pipe propped up against the wall right next to her.
Was that the pipe from this picture?
Yeah. She picked it up and held it in both ends, and then... She's short, but she fiercely swung the pipe at me. I tried to dodge. Just gonna...
Hold it!
You're sure it was the defendant that swung the pipe at you?
We know that it was the defendant because her fingerprints were found on this weapon. As you can see, she held the pipe with both hands, just as the witness has stated.
Yeah, but in the wrong direction. Aspella's fingerprints. That's some hard evidence, but then again...
What is it, Nick?
There's something about those fingerprints.
Oh, it sounds like you're onto something, Nick.
Don't get too excited, it's just a hunch.
No, he's right. They're upside down.
These fingerprints, they don't look quite right to me for some reason. Aspella swung this pipe while holding it in both hands?
In any case, pray tell us what happened after the defendant took a swing at you. But she hit me on the head. I blacked out for a few minutes. I'm not sure where to present the pipe. The game knows what I know.
Hold it!
Do you remember the moment you were hit?
Sort of. It was dark, so I'm not exactly sure how it happened. See, I'm clever with my fingers, but not that good at dodging steel pipes, so I got it.
And you're positive there was no one else at the crime scene?
Yep. Ah, that cute guard suddenly walked in, sort of nonchalantly. Now that I think about it, the door suddenly opened and I turned towards it. That must be when I got it. So it was his fault. Oh, I'll have my revenge. They say my special spice blend is too strong for human consumption. I don't think he will ever be able to taste the chocolate afterward. Teehee. I like that she smooches her knife.
She says while smiling. Scary. Johnny said he saw the moment Olivia was hit. Yeah, and he didn't see anyone else in the room either.
So when I came to, the guard boy had already captured that girl. She could smooch me! Ha!
There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her testimony. There is. Still.
Got any ideas, Nick? Also, hi! Guess who did not fall asleep? Was it you?
This one piece of evidence has been on my mind. It's not something easy to see, but it feels out of place.
I didn't notice anything. I better take a second look at the court record.
I've got nothing concrete, just a hunch to go on, but should I present that? I need to know where to present it. I think it goes here. It goes here or in the next one, I think. The pipe is definitely Chat, I need to remember how to human grammar again. Because I almost tried to say... The sentence that tried to come out of my mouth was, the pipe is definitely need to be present here. That's not a real sentence. There we go. Oh! Hi, Sako! Welcome in! We're doing crime. Wait, no, we're doing the opposite of crime. As you can see, these fingerprints are all upside down. Will it take this? Yeah! You're claiming that the defendant swung the pipe at you. Well, that's impossible. Why do you say that, sweetie? Yeah, that has been my question to humans for ages. Why waste time when say a lot word when few word do trick? I've asked humans many things. Usually what they tell me is for clarity, or, you know, sometimes it's poetic, or sometimes the aquarium director will say things like, because you clearly need more of an explanation than you've been given. If you continue to break rules like this, we'll give you more and more explanation. And then I go, oh, I don't like that. She's like Rossetti. If you do something wrong, she gets all mad at you, and then she talks at you for a while. And then you've got nothing to do, but then she talks at you for a little while, and you're like, oh, okay. And you have to wait until she's done before you can do anything else. You even have to make it look like you're paying attention. I've been talking about aquarium stuff a lot tonight, chat. Gosh. Anyway. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the pipe, however. There's a contradiction here. A contradiction? Impossible!
That is most interesting. Well then, the defense shall explain. What in the photo about the fingerprints contradicts the testimony?
It's the position. It's the position of the fingerprints, Your Honor.
Oh, the position?
According to the witness's testimony, the defendant held the pipe like this. In order to hit the witness on the head, she raised the pipe like so. That is precisely what she did. Preciso. And then she struck from above, but here's the problem. Think about the fingerprints that she would have left had she done just that.
What are you getting at, Mr. Wright?
I love that the 3D the 3D means that we can actually swing the pipe. We don't just talk it out. We can show. Look closely at the way I'm holding the pipe. In this situation, the fingerprints would look like this. The thumb is above the other fingers.
Indeed, there's no doubt about it.
Now take a look at the fingerprints that were actually left on the pipe.
Goodness, the thumb, it's below the other fingers.
What? It's so fun to voice flinch.
That's right.
Miss Al Dente. What is it? Had the defendant attacked you as you described, the fingerprints would have been the other way around, which means something's not right with your testimony. Ah! I love her outfit. She's so pretty. Hands are hard, okay? Be niceys. Yeah, it's hard to draw hands. Maybe the artist is just bad at this.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? These fingerprints were submitted as decisive evidence. How come this contradiction was not brought to light before?
Ah! No! Miss Al Dente, what do you have to say about this? Chat?
Okay, many things are happening here, but I can't help but notice the size of that shrimp. That thing is huge. That shrimp is bigger than me. I'm impressed that she can juggle the knife so good, but I would like to eat that shrimp, please. Hello, yes? Can I have that? Excuse me, Miss Al Dente?
Not to bring out the full sweetness of sweet potato.
Huh?
You use a pinch of salt. Interesting, right? You use salt to make something taste sweeter. I'm not following. I remember it now. It was the other way around, not as you'd expect it. I'm sorry, I got a bit confused. You'd normally hold a pipe like that. But she's so small and the pipe is so heavy, she held it the other way.
The other way?
Not like this. She held it this way.
Objection!
How's she reaching your head? But you testified that she fiercely swung the pipe at you.
I'm telling you I got confused. Olivia, sorry, okay?
How could you mistake the way she held the pipe if she was right in front of you?
Oh, why don't you go fry an egg? What does it matter if she held it one way or another? You wouldn't call a slightly salted sweet potato a salty potato, because it's still a sweet potato no matter how you add to it.
You can salt a sweet potato to taste salty, lady. The witness probably has a point, doesn't she, Mr. Wright?
So the defendant attacked the witness holding the pipe backhanded. It seems a bit unnatural, but it does make sense, I suppose.
Turns out the people crave force mech. We love forcing people into the mech or to become the mech. Hot take. I think sweet potatoes suck. That's an acceptable take. Aren't you in the US where you put like marshmallow and sweet potato together and make like a weirdly sweet pie casserole? Bake? Yeah, of course you hate sweet potatoes. I have never had that object before, but I understand. Val, I'm gonna get you a recipe for savory sweet potatoes. And you're gonna be like, why have I never tasted this before in my life? Would you like a recipe for them, but if they were savory? And good? Amazing. Well, okay, I will get Mint to get the recipe for you. It will be a lot of spicing to taste. But I promise that it is delicious, and it's how we make them here. Or at least how we make them in my house. Amazing. I will get Mint's recipe for these savory sweet potatoes. That's good. I don't always trust my cooking skills. Mint is a better cook than I am. I am a significantly better baker than literally anyone else in my house. Let's learn how to cook with Mama. Yeah! I'll get you Mint's recipe for sweet potatoes. It's good. It's real good. So here's the thing. Because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like telling y'all. Mint is a phenomenal cook. He makes lots and lots of things, as long as he likes the taste of them. As long as he likes the taste of them. So we've had, you know, stuff like butter chicken from scratch, which takes a couple of days to make because you got to marinate the chicken and whatnot. So we have butter chicken from scratch and a recipe for it. We've got stuff for a bunch of like scratch dishes for cooking with like your various holiday dinners and stuff. Whereas I am a baker. If you want something to go in the oven and come out, but it's a cake or a bread or something fun like that, I got you covered. I got so many things. You need something to turn from a liquid into a gel of some kind, I got you covered. There are many ways to do that. There's pectin, there's gelatin, there's agar-agar. There's xanthan gum to stabilize it if it's already kind of gelish. Technically, you can use collagen from meat. You can also make a really interesting, tart using beef tallow, which I thought was weird, but like once you put the sweetener and stuff into it, it's just another fat like any other shortening. Which is bizarre to me, but like it works. Which makes sense, because like before time, back in the olden days, they didn't really have vegetable shortening. Because that was invented in like the 70s with Crisco. It's digestible. That was their slogan back then. Because shortening that wasn't vegetable shortening was often pork fat, and that was not digestible, so it just kind of went into your body and went out. Fear, have you ever made the fabled water pie? Yes, I've made water pie before. I don't necessarily recommend it. Because it is a depression food. So there's not much to it. Is it actually good? It depends. If you like very mild things, then it can be good. If you like very mild things, like a mild shortbread, for the time, it would have been amazing. Because at the time, sugar and stuff was rationed, right? It's a food from the Depression. For the time, it would have been amazing because it's actually sweet. But there's not really much to it. Yeah. I've made water pie. I've made depression cake. We both watch Max Miller. This is not shocking. I actually learned how to make water pie from being alive. I knew what it was before the internet was like, water pie, what? Same as depression cake. I knew what that was before the internet was like, what? Because depression cake doesn't contain eggs, or anything, really. It's got, olive oil in place. It's got oil in place of the eggs, which you can do. Oh, fun fact! Because you're 2,763 years old, probably not. But I am certainly older than I would appear at 4 centimeters tall and being an octopus. I would love to be the funny BFDIA number. I'll tell you right now, though, the English Empire was still standing when I was small. And I don't mean standing, I mean like standing. They were big. Big boys. Anyways, never mind the English Empire. They can do what they want. Well, not anymore. Bear with me a moment, I was saying words again. Right. Depression cake doesn't contain anything that you would think of as cake. It does contain cocoa powder. You can replace that with carob, though. Just as well. If you're going to make chocolate cake. It does have a little bit of sugar in it, but not as much as you would expect normally. It has oil to replace the eggs. And it has, oh golly. I think you replace some of the liquid with honey sometimes, depending on where you are. And as for the flour, you more often would use potato to make like a potato cake. You can also just use flour and beer yeast, but you know, whatever you got kicking around, really. Whatever will do the job. That's how you make depression cake. Indeed it does, Your Honor. There's no problem with this evidence after all.
Does the defense agree?
No?
If I agree there are no problems with this evidence, we'll be one step away from losing this case. There's got to be a contradiction somewhere in that fishy testimony. Could Espella have hit Olivia holding the pipe backhanded?
There's got to be something here, chat. She's so short. She's so short.
There's no way. Like, there's no way. Okay, so there's no way that she could hit her. Backhanded like that. She's 5'1". Yeah, she's baby. She's tiny. I'm sure that there's no heckin' way. There's no way. Sorry, Chad. I'm thinking, because, like, she's so short. But this is an Ace Attorney game, and sometimes it wants you to get all confused. But, like... Okay, this is like the tutorial case. I can't keep wobbling over this. I think there's a contradiction. She got clonked on the back of the naggin. Well, time to read the whole wiki page for her. Don't do that. Well, Miss Al Dente, I'm afraid that... Shh! Don't tell the rest of chat! You're in a pickle now. I don't really see why. Adding a pack of lies to a testimony can turn things very sour for a witness. Humph! It would seem the defense is prepared to prove its claim. That there is a contradiction in this witness's testimony. Correct, Your Honor. I won't know until I try. The defense shall now present evidence to the court. The evidence contradicting the assertion that the defendant hit the witness holding the pipe backhanded is... I mean, if she was holding it backhanded, she would have just, like, clonked her in the... I mean, it's not long if it's backhanded, right?
Take that!
We're gonna go with that. Ms. Al Dente, you previously testified that you were using that hat to cover the wound you received in the assault. It's normal for senoritas. I try to say senoritas. It's normal for senoritas to cover up things they don't want others to see. That's not all. You also described the defendant as little, if you recall. That is to say, Miss Cantabella is, at the very least, shorter than you. I've grown tall and healthy thanks to the wonderful Mediterranean sunshine. Let me ask you then. How did a girl shorter than you, holding a heavy pipe backhanded, manage to land a blow on the back of your head? I'd say it's impossible. Ugh! The fingerprints on this weapon show that the defendant held it backhanded. But even if she didn't, it's highly unlikely she'd be able to hit Miss Al Dente's head like that. Alright, we hydrate as chat demands.
Order! I will have order! What is the defense getting at?
Objection!
Even if it was highly unlikely, it cannot be proven that it was impossible. Ms. Cantabella's fingerprints were found on the pipe, Your Honor. Nothing can change the fact that it was the defendant who held the weapon.
That is so. Does the defense have any comments?
I can't deny that. It's clear Espella did hold that pipe. Maybe she held it like this, right? Why would she do that? It'd be hard to hit anyone like this. When she holds it like that, it looks as if... The court recognizes the validity of the prosecution's objection. Fingerprints on the weapon prove that it was used by the defendant.
Objection!
The defendant's fingerprints may be on the pipe, however. That doesn't prove she hit anyone with it.
Objection!
Nonsense! What else would she pick up the steel pipe for?
Objection!
Oh, I think I've got a pretty good idea. Well then, the defense may elaborate on its idea.
She was defending herself, wasn't she?
What I say next will turn this trial around. The defendant's fingerprints were left on the weapon because she
Tried to defend herself.
well, naturally. She held the pipe with both hands when she stopped it from coming down on her head. Stopped it?
With both hands?
That's right, like this. Please take another look at this photo. These are not the fingerprints of an assailant, but rather the fingerprints of a victim who was defending herself.
Ah!
Which brings us to the conclusion that Ms. Cantabella didn't attack the witness. She was in fact victim, desperately trying to defend herself.
Oh, this cannot be!
And if Miss Cantabella was a victim, who was the real assailant? There's only one person who could have done it. The only other person at the crime scene was Olivia Al Dente. It was you, wasn't it?
Let's go! I love this bop. Kia! Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of that stretch.
Order! 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 If I cannot have order, the court will be adjourned. Be quiet, all of you! Oh, wow! Oh, she got a whole wheel out there.
You just don't quit, do you? Look at that heel! That heel is doing such a good dodge job. I love him. He's slippery. A lassie lawyer like you should get the chop. How about I show you my knife up close?
Objection!
Have you lost your mind, Mr. Wright? The witness is the victim, not the assailant. There are no fingerprints other than the defendant's on that weapon.
Objection!
Look at the witness's outfit.
She's wearing gloves.
She's wearing gloves. That's why she left no fingerprints.
Ah! You prickly sea urchin!
Objection!
But you can't be sure she was wearing gloves that night.
Objection!
The witnesses called this her work outfit. She must have been wearing it when she went to check supplies.
Hold it!
You devious lawyer! Slippery as an eel! It was me because I had gloves on? As if I was the only one wearing gloves.
She's the only one in the courtroom wearing gloves.
There was that guy. The guard. He was wearing gloves too.
The guard? Oh, was that the previous witness?
Oh, that's right. Gloves are part of the guard's uniform by regulation.
Yeah, like he follows those.
All right, chat, real quick. We're gonna, because this is a bop. I love Cornered. Such a good song. Real quick, we're gonna do obliques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Mwah. Fair, will you be where the Ides of March with me? Of course. No one's gonna stab me while we're on this. See? The guard! Johnny Ero's wearing gloves that night too.
What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? Since you're claiming that the assailant is the person who had gloves on, it would make the guard suspect as well.
Could Johnny be the culprit? It's impossible. We have the chocolatey flashlight. Johnny Smiles is not the culprit. Why not? Anyone with gloves could have done it. Didn't you just say that?
I didn't. save real quick. However, it does seem plausible that the guard could have done it. He was wearing gloves after all. I'm afraid that's impossible, Your Honor, and I have proof. You do?
Fascinating. Let's see this proof if you really have it. We do. It's the fingerprint chocolate. Please enlighten us as to why Smiles cannot be the culprit. Covered in chocolate fingerprints. Provide the proof. Okay.
Take that!
Mr. Smiles is, to put it nicely, what you might call a free spirit.
I still can't believe you're showing the things I've shown you to staff. Yes. Can't stop me.
There's no guarantee he would follow the rules and wear his full uniform.
And this evidence proves he didn't wear gloves. Wait! Don't throw that filthy torch at me!
Will someone please wipe the chocolate off this evidence? No, Your Honor. This chocolate is the evidence.
What?
Mr. Smiles was snacking on a chocolate bar during his patrol. That's why his flashlight is in this sorry state.
And covered in his chocolatey fingerprints.
Therefore, we know he didn't wear gloves when patrolling the ship that night. Rule-breaking, chocolate-loving Johnny Smiles was not the culprit.
What? That's ridiculous! Ah!
Objection!
Your Honor, the defense has merely pointed out a possibility. To call this witness a criminal without actual evidence against her is preposterous.
The prosecution's duty is to clear what doubts there may be regarding the defendant's guilt. And I have demonstrated that there is, at the very least, a possibility that the witness is not telling the truth.
Objection!
Well, at the very least, Aspilla Cantabella is not innocent. As corroborated by PC Badger, the toy she attempted to steal.
What was that? Did Olivia just freeze for a second? Prosecutor Flinch explained to the court about this toy, this new piece of evidence.
Okay, we're gonna save here, because I can. Because it is time. It is now closing time, and we hope you enjoyed your visit to the Octopus Enclosure. I'm not keeping you here till 1 a.m. Again. So, let's go on a little adventure. Oh, let's go see. No, we were just there the other day. Okay, let's go see. Alright, chat, that is it for tonight, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. We're gonna play more Mask of the Rose. We're gonna try to get Archie declared but innocent. Alright, that's it for tonight, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for playing along with me. Bye!